to be a miracle.
G'day and welcome to Shports. We'll start with highs and lows. Lydia.
My high is Jared Talent, guys. Got the Order of Australia medal on the Queen's birthday. He's just a champion, and I don't know if you saw this. It was a few months ago now, but he held like a backyard medal ceremony after he finally got presented rightfully with his gold medal from London after those bloody Russian drug cheats. We've spoken about them. Tell you what.
Oh, they're growing more gears.
Makes my blood boil. Anyway, he's just a good bloke.
Getting LASIK eye surgery as well, so no more goggles.
Glasses.
Good on you, Jared.
Yeah,
It's been a big week
Jared.
for you, mate.
Good
Congratulations.
input. Good input there.
And my low, guys, as you know, I'm a passionate Brisbane Lions supporter. And it's getting increasingly difficult to support my team. They had a woeful performance against Fremantle on the weekend. Hardest road trip in footy, WA to Brisbane. Fremantle, 1 win, 9 losses. You'd think we could turn it on. Could we? No, we couldn't.
Not even close.
My boy, Tommy Rockcliffe, he still turned it on. 145 fantasy points. He's still going strong.
That's
Go
all
Tommy.
that matters. Your fantasy team.
Fantasy team's still going good.
There you go. What about you, James?
My high, Ireland's win over South Africa. Their first ever in 8 attempts, and what a weekend for Northern Hemisphere rugby. Who would have thought it? Wales pushed the All Blacks all the way. England, in a highly entertaining game, got up against the Wallabies. And then the Irish, players sent off in the first half, come home strong, 26-20. Great effort.
I love seeing the Springboks lose too.
Oh, it was just fantastic. My low, Wade Graham, careless high tackle. Looks like he's going to miss State of Origin. Really, really sad. We'll chat about the judiciary process a little later in the show. But what about you, Jack?
Yeah,
highs, lows?
Yeah, mate. I got a couple of highs, couple of lows.
Yeah.
Keep it to one each. My high is the Cavs bouncing back in Game 5.
Yes.
Huge game from, games from LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, having to smash the Warriors on their home turf. Who would have thunk it? 3-2 Warriors, Game 6 in Cleveland. Bring it home, boys. Bring it back to the land. My low was, I've got it, Russian hooliganism. These guys are crazy.
Oh my
They
God.
are insane. They are legitimately highly trained. They're called ultra hooligans, because they have like a military type training. They rock up with knuckle dusters, drinking beer with mouth guards, and they just start
They're
fights.
ready for a fight.
They start fights, they win fights, and then they leave, and they're in and out, no arrests made. Russia, though, hit with a huge €150,000 fine and a suspended disqualification from Euro 2016. So if it happens again, you boys are out of there.
Go on. I like to think that if I was at a stadium, I wouldn't join in, but I don't know. Me, after a couple of beers,
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we all went to a Broncos West Tigers NRL game here at Suncorp. James got us tickets. Of course, being a Tigers fan, in the supporters bay.
It was terrible.
And you were one beer away from punching on with the rest of the Tigers fans. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's probably the last time I'll
to
take
think
you
you'd
to a
walk
footy
away.
game.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
unruly.
Give us a break.
That poor elderly man in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
He didn't know what had hit him when
I
that.
nearly had to report you.
What is this?
When that glass of beer went his way.
I'll tell you who'll be riding. James, it'll be you next Wednesday night when New South Wales go down in Origin 2.
Ooh, good
There we
segue.
go. Segue.
Yeah.
So you guys can
Great.
stop giving me
Great.
crap.
It was
Looks like
serious,
it-
but we got there.
Yeah, you'd think you'd read it off a piece of paper, but yeah, not bad, Lids, not bad.
Thank you.
I will be definitely kicking cans across my lounge room next Wednesday.
Well, admits it. Admits it.
Well, there'll be times during the game when Queensland get a favourable decision from the
James is
same
not a good
referees.
loser.
The same referees have been appointed. What a bloody joke. As soon as Laurie came out and criticised them, I knew that dick-faced Tony Archer would reappoint them out of
course he was.
spite. But you know what? I think Daly might have got in the referees' heads, because I think we will see a better refereed game. It'll be more open, and the Blues will get up. Will they have Wade Graham? That's the question.
Well, what do you think? Okay, so he's going to miss a game. Surely, he has to miss a game.
I think
It'd be
he's
a travesty
gone.
if he
I think
didn't.
he's gone.
But what do you think about missing an Origin game versus missing a normal club game? Do you think there should be a difference?
I think there has to be consistency, and we've spoken a lot about consistency. across many different areas. But you can't say, oh, yeah, you took out some bloke's head, but you're playing Origin, so, we wouldn't want you to miss that game. That's crap to me. I think it has to be consistent across the board. But, I mean, they should look at maybe a fine system like the AFL has. It works great for instances like this, where it's not it is an ordinary shot, but, I mean, does he deserve to miss a week? I'm not sure.
Do you give Thurston a week for ducking into the tackle?
Give us a break. Poor guy was hunted down.
Poor Wade Graham, all he's ever wanted to do in his life is represent his beloved state in the ultimate arena. And he's had his hopes, dreams crushed by Jonathan Thurston's unsporting-like behaviour.
Oh,
with that duck and the step and then the collapsing to the ground in theatrical fashion.
No, turn that up. He was headhunted. Because, if he gets up and he plays out the game, whatever, the Sharks win. But say he does get injured and he's out for Origin too. We're not going to be sitting here going, oh, you shouldn't miss Origin. We're going to be here being like, I'll have his bloody head, mate.
Yeah, he should have really just aimed a bit lower and just hit him in the heart, basically with the shoulder to the sternum. That would have been a better result for all parties.
Why not? So it's 100 points to miss an NRL game. Why not 150 points to miss an Origin and finals game, and 200 points to miss a grand final?
That's a great idea, Fuller, I reckon.
Thanks.
That's fine. That's fair.
I think
Todd?
I'm more... Call me.
Anyway, on to selections. Your man Dylan Walker stays in game 2, which...
How many minutes does he get?
We're happy about.
I think he'll be happy if he gets 12 and a half. I thought he would get retained. It would be... By dropping him, it would be an admission that they got it wrong in the first place.
He was always going to be there, wasn't he?
I think so. And it's been a bit dewy up here. It's been unusual. It's been a bit wet. We saw in the rugby on Saturday night that the Suncorp Stadium pitch is probably not in the best condition it's been in. So it'll be pressure
churned up, wasn't it?
Oh, well, the bloody rugby union scrums ruining the Origin spectacle.
What's your tip?
Oh, Queensland are going to win, and it's going to be 24-12. There we go. I'm even calling out points here.
Yeah.
Well, I was completely wrong last time. So I'm due 22-14.
Okay.
New South Wales.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go. I'm not going to make a score prediction because it's never, ever correct. But fine. 26-14.
Nice.
Queensland.
What if Queensland do get up? Should they be presented with the State of Origin Series Shield?
Yes.
Absolutely.
At the moment, you've got to wait till after Game 3. 2014, New South Wales held up the trophy in front of a handful of die-hard fans at Suncorp Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. Same deal. I mean, why deny the fans that have gone down there to support the team? That would be a pretty special.
How hard would it be to just have the trophy there waiting and they win it quickly and brave it? I mean, you know, it's...
God, what's an airline seat from Sydney to Melbourne, Sydney to Brisbane these days?
And, you know,
$100.
having Queensland say we do win and having them be able to walk around packed, going absolutely ballistic Suncorp, as opposed to, the 10 people who show up to Homebush in a couple of weeks' time. But
we'll leave the Origin chat on that very poignant thought. Thanks, James. We'll go to our highs and quick three now. We'll start with Justin Leppich. Now, he gave a pretty impassioned defence of his position at the club after the loss against Freo. Should he get the sack?
this is a tough one, isn't it? Because as a Brisbane Lions supporter, I'm like, he's got to go. But as someone who knows how football works as well, you've got to stick the course. You know, you've seen that with the Melbourne Demons, for example. They're starting to reap the rewards now of investing in those young, talented players. The problem with Brisbane is, for a while there, their recruiting was really poor and there was too many stopgap measures to make ourselves just pushing for the 8 again, rather than building to try to get that same success that we had in the Premiership era of 01 to 03. So we've got to stick the course. We've got to stick with Justin Leppich and we've got to all get behind him, all right? Brisbane Lions fans?
There you go, Leppa, he's safe.
Some of these young players will be absolute stars. Josh Shackey will be a star. Eric Hipwood will be a star. Ben Keys will be a star. There's a lot of stars in the making, but they're just young and they're inexperienced, and we're going to have, unfortunately, a really fucking shit season. Sorry.
It's the reality, isn't it? All right, James, Rory McDonald and Stephen Thompson, UFC Fight Night this weekend. Predictions?
This is as good a free fight card as you'll see. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. Rory McDonald, probably the most well-rounded fighter in the division. And he's going to have his face kicked off by the Wonder Boy, Stephen Thompson. You heard it here first.
Whoa,
I
Rory.
love it.
James is coming for you.
Jack, I've got
Yes.
one for you this
Thanks.
week.
Appreciate that.
I'll shoot you one.
Go.
Will Australia bounce back after that performance on Saturday night against England?
Yeah, I think they will. I thought Australia were pretty good on Saturday night, apart from the penalties. And the scrum obviously was pretty poor.
Very ordinary.
No Pocock obviously, which hurts us in the breakdown. But I mean, you replace Pocock with Michael Hooper as the main breakdown.
He had a great
architect,
game,
so-
Hooper, didn't he?
Yeah,
I'm truly Devo about Pocock. I like watching him out there.
yeah.
Is it just me or is his jersey seemed to be
It's
a
getting
lot
tighter.
tighter?
Yeah.
and tighter? I reckon body paint was used on Saturday.
Yeah.
You could be right there,
It
James.
looked
We
ridiculous.
should look into it.
I could see his nipples. It was like George Clooney's Batman.
Thanks very much for joining us. See you next time.
Catch ya.